What's up, subscribers? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the earnings that Facebook and Apple just reported. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that you get notifications about our future videos talking about the stock market and personal finances. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the links in the description to get your free shares of stock from Webull whenever you open and fund your account, as well as $10 of free Bitcoin from Coinbase whenever you open your account and make your first $100 purchase of cryptocurrency. And don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and to help support my channel. So grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage of choice, and let's jump into it. Wow, it's definitely been an exciting week in the market, with a ton of huge tech companies reporting earnings. And Apple and Facebook just added to that excitement when they reported their earnings after the close yesterday. So without further delay, let's take a look at the numbers that Apple just reported. In their second quarter earnings report that Apple released after the market closed on Wednesday, April 28th, they reported some great numbers, announcing that their revenue was up 54%, led there by new all-time highs in their services and Mac revenue, announcing revenue of just shy of $90 billion for the quarter, up 54% year over year with an EPS of $1.40. And Apple also saw revenue records in each of their geographic segments, as well as strong double-digit growth in each of their product categories. And while Apple's business model continues to be primarily dependent on the iPhone, which saw net sales of $47.9 billion this past quarter, but in addition to that, Apple continues to see amazing year-over-year growth in their services business, reporting that their services division grew to $16.9 billion this past quarter, compared to $13.3 billion year over year. But most importantly, Apple saw its net income grow to $23.6 billion this quarter, up from $11.2 billion year over year. And as Apple continues to grow its services business in the future, all of that additional revenue that they generate is going to be going straight to the bottom line. And if these numbers aren't exciting enough, Apple also announced a 7% increase in their quarterly dividend, increasing it to 22 cents per share, payable on May 13th to shareholders of record as of the close on May 10th. And the board of directors have also authorized an increase of $90 billion to their existing share repurchase program, which will be huge for Apple's share price in the future, leading to additional share price appreciation because there will be less shares available on the market. So how have investors been responding to Apple's quarterly report? So far, quite positively, with Apple up around 2.8% in after-hours trading to around $137 per share at the time that I'm recording this video. Moving on, let's take a look at Facebook's earnings. Like Apple, Facebook also reported their quarterly report after the market close on Wednesday, April 28th. And boy, let me just say, I was not disappointed. Let me just be clear, Facebook absolutely killed it in their earnings report, announcing a total revenue of $26.1 billion and a net income of $9.5 billion for the quarter, up 48% and 94% year over year, respectively. With this growth in Facebook's earnings led primarily by a growth in their ad revenue, with Facebook seeing a 30% year over year increase in the average price per ad, as well as a 12% increase in the number of ads delivered. And while Facebook expects to see total revenue in the second quarter remain stable or see a modest acceleration, as they move toward the third and fourth quarters of 2021, they expect to see year-over-year total revenue growth rates significantly decelerate, with this primarily stemming from increased ad targeting headwinds in 2021 from regulatory and platform changes, most notably including the recent iOS update, which Facebook expects to begin having an impact on their business as early as the second quarter. Taking a closer look at some of the statistics that Facebook announced for their first quarter, we can see that they continued to see growth for their daily and monthly active users. And Facebook was able to post an earnings per share of $3.30, up from $1.71 in the same quarter in 2020. So how have investors been responding to Facebook's quarterly report? So far, the response from Wall Street has been extremely positive, with Facebook up around 6% in after-hours trading to around $325 per share at the time that I'm recording this video. And personally, I expect this push upward to continue for the rest of the trading week. So after everything that we've talked about in this video about the numbers that Apple and Facebook just reported, As a shareholder of both of these companies, what am I planning to do here in the short term? The long and short of it is, I just plan to hold my shares right now. But let me be clear, I continue to be extremely bullish about both of these companies. But personally, I don't want to run into green candlesticks to add to my position, and would rather wait for a pullback in order to pick up some more shares cheaper. And regarding Apple, that's exactly what I did about a month ago whenever it fell under $120 per share. And as far as Facebook's concerned, for any of you who have been following my channel for a while now, you already know how I feel about Facebook. I've gone on record saying that I think that Facebook is the easiest money in the stock market. And just to put into perspective how bullish I am about Facebook, it's currently the largest position in my portfolio, making up about 22% of my total stock market portfolio. And while I haven't been actively buying more shares of Facebook over the past few months, if you were to tell me that I either had to sell my shares of Facebook or double down on my position, I would easily be doubling down. That's how much I believe in Facebook over the next few years. In my opinion, Facebook is the most undervalued of the FANG stocks right now, and I personally believe that the share price will be trading within the $500 to $700 range within a few years. With that growth being led not only by Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook Messenger, but also with huge growth from e-commerce and AR and VR from Oculus. But just remember, my videos are never medical or financial advice. They're merely me researching a company and talking about my opinion about that company based on that research. Investments in Apple and Facebook come with risks. So if you're thinking about investing in either of these companies, make sure you're doing your own research and only investing in them if you're willing to accept those risks. What are your thoughts about Apple and Facebook? Are you invested in these companies? Are you thinking about investing in either Apple or Facebook? What do you think about the earnings that these companies just reported? Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. And while you're down there, if there are any other stocks or topics that you would like me to talk about in a future video, please feel free to comment that down below as well. As a reminder, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a certified financial planner. I'm a resident physician with an interest in personal finances and investing. Please make sure you're doing your own research before you make any financial decisions. And please be sure to smash that like button and click on the subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm and to help support my channel. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.